All right, here we go. Here are the new weapons of choice that we're gonna start fishing with. A Legend X and an Avid X. Machine Lure Works, Smelt Head, X Zone plastics. We're gonna put these down there. I'm sure these trout are gonna munch them up. This is gonna be a blast on lightweight spinning gear. Again, we're gonna try to target the shallowest water that we found while trolling over the past hour and a half, 2 hours. So we're gonna go there, make long casts, use our bow mount trolling motor. That's one of my favorite parts about this Lund boat is you can make big runs. It's a great trolling boat. However, you can also jig. It's super efficient. You know, it's designed to be a jigging boat. So, you know, we have total control with our bow mount trolling motor, big front deck to cast on. It's gonna get fun. All right, right here you see we have all our contour lines, but what I'm focused on right now is this light blue area. That's our 50, 60 foot depths. That's where I think our active and aggressive trout are gonna be. So we plucked off a couple there trolling, which means you think you'd be able to go back through there and even be more effective and efficient jigging. So we're gonna aim towards that, but just having this contour map is just, I mean, it's invaluable. It really is. It's so cool that, you know, every time it's just continuously recording, creating its own map. You go back over areas, it refines them, makes the chart even better. So pretty cool technology. Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna idle up onto this spot, work into the wind, go up into the structure. If you work down into the structure, the wind's gonna blow you. You have no boat control. You're gonna blow over areas. You're gonna spook fish. Always work up into the wind, into the structure, and you have a lot better boat control. So look at our graph coming up, 100 feet right here. Game on. All right, here we go. This is my game here. This is what I love doing. So we just have like a 3/8 ounce jig head here, that white plastic. We're in 50 feet of water right now. A lightweight medium power Legend X, a Tatula 2500 reel. We're just gonna cast that out. We're gonna keep our rod tip up high in case we feel a fish come and hit it on the way down. There it is. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. On the Legend X walleye rod, 60, 70 feet of water, feeling a lake trout just get mad at your bait. Oh, is that fun? Let's do the old bass hoist. Look at that. Oh, did he clobber it? Look at how pretty that fish is. Dark all around. That jig right in the tip of the snout. That there is a Machine Lure Works Smelt Head with an X Zone plastic. That's a deadly combo. Just deadly. But look at that. Not a big one, but I don't care because look how pretty and unique these fish are in catching them on walleye gear out here on Lake Superior. Words cannot describe this. Words cannot describe it. Look at that fish. How pretty is that? On a 3/8 ounce jig head in a plastic. Mind blown. Oh! I missed him.
You're not even at bottom, are you?
I don't know. There he is. Oh my goodness, did he pound it? That is ridiculous. That's a mad fish. Just bonk. On walleye gear. On walleye gear. It's gonna be a better fish, I think. Oh my goodness. That, if that doesn't get your heart going, I don't know what does, because I think that's as fun as it gets. Open water lake trout on walleye gear. Oh, did he crack it? Oh, is it a pretty one too? Let's grab the RS net here. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Look at that. Look at those fins, how big they are. What a blast. I mean, look at it. They just crank that plastic. I mean, they're not trying to eat it. They're trying to like kill it. Like they're mad at it. What a fish. Oh, my heart's still racing. It's not even that big a one, but man, do they put up a good fight. Come here, buddy. We're gonna get you unhooked and get you back down, but unbelievable. This is fun. Trolling's fun, but this is like next level fun. But you have to troll and figure out where the fish are before you do this. And we got that done, and now we can reap those rewards. Awesome. All right, let's get a still picture. All right, let's get this fish back. What a fight. See you later. This is key to success. These machine lure works, smellhead jig heads, they fall fast. They have a great profile. They're heavy. They come in 2 hook sizes, 2 different aught sizes. This is the wider one here, which is ideal for like lake trout. They have a smaller one. I believe it's a 2-aught. There's a 2-aught and a 4-aught. One's good for walleyes. This one's here working good for these trout. You should see these things in the water. It's unbelievable.
Ooh, there's a bite.
Oh. Ooh, we got him. You got
Nice.
Him? Attaboy. Attaboy.
Also, my line just stopped. I'm like,
I think
well,
it was the same fish that came back and ate you?
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, for me, it seems like they just kind of come up and bump it with their nose or something.
Yeah.
And then finally they go for it. Yeah, what a blast. This puts a whole nother perspective on jigging these fish out here when you change up your rod size and your reel. Super fun. And even though they're not huge, I mean, it's quite the fight. Dang, that's a really pretty one. Get the net on that one. Boom. What a sweet fish. So yeah, I think they like these lures a little bit. That is down there in the gullet, holy smokes. Another super pretty fish, giant fins. Man, you gotta love those fins. Nothing gets better than that. Holy smokes, is that in there? I wanna be really careful with this one. Surgeon work. Yeah, these fish are just so unique, every single one of them. It's like pulling up a different species of fish every time. It's like you never know what colors it's gonna have, how big its fins are gonna be, if it's completely different than the other one. All right, let's set this one back.
Everyone has their own definition of home. For Dave and Susan Bauer, it's the road. But when a crash and rollover put the brakes on a trip to Florida and stranded the Bauers in the middle of nowhere, they needed to rely on a little help from their friends in the faraway land of West Bend. West Bend issued a check for the damages so quickly that they were able to continue on to Florida in a new truck pulling a brand new trailer, so they could still enjoy their non-refundable place in the sun. Ask your independent agent about putting a silver lining behind wherever it is you call home.
Back fish.
There he is.
Nice.
That is an absolute riot. So these fish are not suspended out here. All these fish are right on bottom. We're fishing areas with big rock on the bottom. You know, you don't want to fish shelf rock, so to say. That's a pretty one. Oh, is he gorgeous. Man, are they pretty. I forget what I was saying. This fish took my breath away. Look at here. Here's what they're doing. These fish are right on bottom, and this is how they naturally feed. You see how I hooked them underneath his jaw? They're pinning it on the bottom. So I hit a button on the iPilot. Hold on. So my jig's down there in the rocks bouncing. These trout just go down there and they jump on it. They pin it on bottom. That's how they eat a lot of the gobies and stuff that are down there, is they pin it on bottom. And that's exactly what I did, 'cause you saw I had them hooked into the jaw there. That's a beautiful trout. How fun is that? But again, see you later. We're not fishing areas with big shelf rock. Shelf rock is bad. Shelf rock does not hold fish. And you can tell on your graph, because with shelf rock, you're gonna get a hard, straight return on your graph. You wanna fish boulders, because boulders are gonna hold the bait. There's gonna be no bait fish that stays on shelf rock because it's just solid rock and there's nowhere for the bait fish to hide. So if you have boulders down there, the bait fish can hide in the boulders. You look for the boulders on your graph. It's an inconsistent bottom. If you have a straight line bottom that's like solid yellow return, that shelf rock, don't fish it. If you see kind of like the reddish, kind of purplish, kind of like fuzzy bottom, that's good stuff. That's what you want to fish, and that's what we're set up on here. So again, initially we thought we could like cast these fish in 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. That wasn't the case. There's really no fish that shallow. But we did find them out here in about 70, 75 feet of water. So we're just letting these jigs sink to bottom. It's a little weight, but it's not too bad for them to get down there. And we're just kind of vertical jigging them. 70 feet of water is kind of hard to cast with this weight of gear. If we upsize, yes, we could cast and retrieve back to the boat, but I'd prefer to stay lightweight, stay vertical on these fish, and feel them hit that swim bait, because that's, man, is that fun. Fish?
I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
What happened there?
I just cast it forward and I hit the bottom and then I just reeled up and there was a fish on it.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. What the heck? Is it gonna be a pretty guy? Really small one, but
Yeah.
super small.
Fish.
Nice.
Oh, he got off.
Ah. Jeez, yeah, this thing needs to go back and eat.
Good thing there's more down there.
Oh, that looks like a good one, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't feel too bad.
Definitely better than mine. I don't know if you could get any smaller than mine.
They're gorgeous though, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
they are.
Bloop. Oh, are these dark fish, just like your bass fishing. Look at these things though. Absolutely wild. Just ice cold. Look at that. There's, you find a spot and they are just loaded down there. Just look at how dark they are all around their bodies. Ice cold. See ya, buddy. I had a big fish a little bit ago that hit me hard and took my whole plastic off. I presume it was a bigger one, so I still feel it in my wrist from setting the hook on them. It still kind of hurts. There are bigger fish down there, but catching these all day long, like, these are special fish. You don't get to see these very often, so it's fun when you can get out here and chase after them. And you lose track of how many fish you catch. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable, the population of lake trout out here on Lake Superior in these a little bit more remote areas. All right, here you can see this on this red here. That's not a hard return. It's kind of a softer return, which means there's a bunch of bigger boulders and rock down there versus a hard yellow. You don't want hard yellow. I like purple and red. Here you can kind of see down here we have some shallower water. Over here it's deeper, so it's kind of on that break. And it's not a shelf rock break. It's kind of more bouldery, a bouldery break. So there should be fish here, we think. Let's get a bait down there and see. I'm just gonna take this, drop this down. Again, about 70 feet of water, which is fine. You know, again, these trout can burp themselves pretty well, and we're taking it easy on them with lightweight gear. So all these fish are releasing good. If we were catching fish and they weren't releasing well, obviously we'd quit. We'd find a new area, try to find shallower fish, or do, you know, change up our methods. But these fish are doing good. So.
Oh, I got a fish on. Ooh.
Do you?
Oh, that seemed big. That, oh, he's back.
Go.
I don't know. It's got to be the same one.
Oh yeah.
I just had it hooked twice. What the?
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't think it's huge, but it felt nice right away. I see him already. Oh, look at him down there. That's crazy. Look at that. Jesus, I'm hungry.
Yeah, you weren't even all the way. Oh, I got
Oh!
one. I just picked up my rod. It does not get any more fun. Open water lake trout on walleye gear. He ain't happy. I was filming Josh and I put the camera down and literally lifted up my rod and boom, fish. I don't know what we got here. He might have a little more weight than the other ones we've been catching. Look at that guy. That's a beauty, man. Oh, is that pristine? That's a nice fish. Look at the fins on that. Look at that. Yeah, this is an awesome fish here. How pretty is that? Oh, just gorgeous. Just huge pectoral fins. Just the colors on them. It's absolutely incredible. Look at that fish in the RS net. Wow, is that special? Wow, is that special? Oh, that's a big one, man. Look at this. Look at this fish. That is wild. Get that fish, guys. Look at those fins. That is so cool. That is an absolute monster. That's a big humper. That's probably the biggest one I think I've ever caught. But just look how big its dorsal fin is, its pecs, the tail fin. I mean, everything is just, I don't even know the right word. I can't even talk right now. That's how special this fish is. Look at that fin. Unbelievable, I love it. This makes our day. This is like one of the cooler fish I've ever caught in my life. Awesome. All right, we have caught more than enough fish. We didn't even have one casualty today, which is great to see. All lake trout released back and they were alive and well, so that is fun to see. But what a day it was, starting off trolling, getting our contour map made, getting our base down so that we knew we could identify areas that we wanted to jig, and we got after those fish with lightweight spinning gear. We gotta go. It's so hard to leave. It's so hard to leave. Oh, he got off. But yeah, so identify those areas that we wanted to go back and jig with lightweight spinning gear. We got on a ton of fish. I don't know, maybe 100 fish hit the boat today. Just an astonishing amount, which is a ton of fun. Nothing big, but you have your big fish spots and your small fish spots all mixed in. So what a day we had. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.